Well, good morning. Welcome back to Balfour Farm. It's a very sunny but windy day, so hopefully you can hear this all right. But yeah, we had some rain overnight, quite a bit actually. But yeah, making everything grow to warm up this week, so we can actually. We're hoping today's Thursday. We're hoping Monday or Tuesday we'll start cutting hay. So anyway, headed out to get the cows. It's a long walk. They've gone almost as far as they can on this side of the driveway, so they're about a half mile from the barn. So anyway, hike out and get them, and then get them up for milking. I was going to show you some milking and what we feed them today. So we finally made it down here, so look like they're ready to go. So hopefully this goes quicker than it has been, but we'll see. Come on, get up. Don't follow me, go up to the barn. All right, so the cows got grain down for everybody. What it is they get about 7 pounds of grain if they're milking. If it's a dry cow that's taking a break from milking, or a heifer, which we don't happen to have any in the barn right now, they get half as much. They get about 3 to 4 pounds, somewhere around there, half a scoop. The grain is organic grain, and I don't know if you can see it there, but it's tough to do without spilling everywhere, but it's pelleted, and what it is it's a corn, barley, soy, sometimes peas. There's some wheat midds in there. Yeah, so they get 7 pounds of that, and then we add kelp meal, and then we also add Redmond salt, and then some molasses, and I'll show you that now. All right, so each cow gets roughly about that much. Super scientific, but probably about 2 ounces of kelp, and similar amount of salt, the Redmond salt, and that I just kind of sprinkle on so it's not in one big pile, because who wants to eat a pile of salt in the middle of their food. Then after that they get molasses, so every cow gets about a pump and a half in the summertime. In the wintertime I usually do at least 2 to 3 depending on what the feed is at the time, but yeah, just adds a little on top there to get some extra energy out of that. So I'm gonna go do, this is one cow, so we'll go get the rest of them done, but right, so that went pretty well. Beverly here, the big white one that you'd see standing in the middle, she acts like she doesn't know where her spot is, but she's very pregnant. I call it pregnancy brain. She, when they tend to get close to having a calf, they kind of, I don't know, forget what they were supposed to do, but she finds it eventually. So if you just kind of leave her be and let her take her time, she'll eventually remember what she's supposed to do and what she's here for. But and then we've got one heifer over here I'll show you. So this heifer here is Allie, and this is just, I think, her, it's like her fourth milking, I think. She's already got the routine down, so she knows where to go, and yeah, pretty excited. Second day, first day it took 3 of us to get her in, just to kind of corral her in their way into the barn. And by the 3rd day, yesterday, she came in all on her own without any prompting. So, and then today she actually was waiting at the fence, so the gate to come in. Filter that all the milk comes through the pump. It's pumped in here before it goes into the tank. It goes through this long filter. I'll show you that at the end. We milk with 6 milking units. Our barn ties 12 cows, which so 1 milking unit goes between every 2 cows. So we'll milk 1 cow, wait till it's done, and then swings over and milks a 2nd cow. So 6 units. All the milk units. This here is a pulsator that turns the vacuum on and off. That plugs into the white pipe that's here, which is the vacuum line, and then this is the milk line, which just plugs into the stainless steel pipe. All right, our milking routine is pretty simple, straightforward. I'll show you, see if we can find a willing participant here that wants to be on camera. Leave her baby. Cows don't always like anything that's out of the usual. Putting a camera next to them while they're milking is not exactly something they normally see, but take a wet soapy cloth and we wipe down the udder really well. Make sure you get it good. When they're on pasture, they tend to be a lot cleaner. This newbie here is looking at me like, what are you doing talking to me? Anyway, so they get all washed and then they get dipped with this. What we'll do is we do 3 cows at a time. So we'll wash and dip her. We'll go do 2 more. And then by the time they get those 2 done, she's ready to wipe that off, the dip off, and then strip them out and put them on. But we'll show you that here in a minute. Wipe off the dip. We've gone and washed 2 other cows now. So wipe off the heat dip with a clean, dry cloth. Double check to make sure everything's nice and clean. Then we use a strip cup. So we'll take a couple squirts out of each heat. There's just really fine mesh in here. So if there's any issues with mastitis or any problems with the milk, you'll pick it up on that. Can't really see it, but everything's clean, nice clean milk, so I'll do it. I got get milk yesterday, and Olivia took all the milk to make cheese, so it was a sad morning. I had 1 cup, just squeezed out enough milk for 1 cup of coffee, but the second one, none. Came out, dairy farmer with no milk. Some shame. But the tank was empty. Olivia used all the milk. I forgot to get some. Anyway. Oh, that's good. So once we, they're all washed off and we check them, it's time to put the milking unit on. That's all that's to it. So that's it, milking's all done. Gonna go turn the cows out, get them out of the barn so they're not standing around, and then I come back and wash the equipment all up. There's the filter. It's nice and clean. There's a little bit of butter fat on it, but high butter fat rate this time of year, but other than that, nice and clean, which is what I want to see. Back out here, the cows are all milked. I gotta set up some fence. The grass is really growing out here, so they're liking it a lot. I wish I had wore my sweatshirt out here. That sun makes you think it's warm, but it's not. This will be a quick, easy move for the cows today, but walking the perimeter fence just to make sure. So there's plenty of grass out here. In spots it's a little sparse, but overall it's above my boots in height, so there's a lot. So just checking the fence. I've checked it once already this year, but you never know. Last thing I want to do is turn the cows up and watch them walk down the road. So woodchuck hole there, groundhog. Oh, that little bugger. There he is too. See him. You digging holes in my pasture? Huh? Good news is the fence is all up, so I don't have to fix that. I just have to put in that temporary divider line, and yeah, we're done, and then the cows can come out here. So we don't need to put out a water tank today because we can get to the one that they had yesterday. Tomorrow, though, I'll have to put one out. So the camera. Alright, so the bugs are out, and so are the cows. Geez, they're terrible, the black flies. You'd think with the wind today they wouldn't be out, but I guess they're hungry too. So anyway, cows are poking their way along, and so am I. Kind of pulls out again. So we take a lot of time and effort. There's the bull behind me, a little bull. He'll catch up, I hope. Anyway, we take a lot of time and effort to make sure that the cows are clean and that their milk is good when it goes into the bulk tank. We make raw milk cheeses here on the farm, so all the milk that we produce on the farm is processed here on the farm, and we make raw aged cheeses, and then we also do pasteurized cheeses. So yeah, if you want good cheese, you need to start with good clean milk. So we do everything we can possibly do to make sure the milk is good to start with. I decided to take the driveway, walk back. It's still windy here. I was thinking it'd be less windy in the trees, but no such luck. There's a couple things that make our farm a little different than most dairy farms. One is we only milk once a day. So the cows have been in, they've had their breakfast, they've gone out to pasture, and we won't bring them back in until tomorrow morning. So milk once a day, just in the mornings. We do lose a little milk production, but we make up for it with components. You typically get higher butter, fat, and protein. So you get a richer milk, just less of it. So when you're making cheese, that's a great thing. So the other thing that's a little bit different than most dairy farms is we don't ship our milk, other than the milking once a day. We don't ship our milk. So all the milk that's produced on the farm, we actually process on the farm, which we'll do a video of that eventually. But I guess there's one up already. I should put a link. Heather made a video of her milking cheese. Or making cheese? Did I say milking cheese? Huh. Anyway, so we make cheese on the farm, raw milk, aged cheeses, and we also do fresh cheeses. So along with the pork and the eggs. So and we also are solar powered, so we're off grid. So our farm runs completely on solar power and batteries most of the day. During milking, we actually run a diesel generator just because the demand is so great for the vacuum pump and then all the pumps that move the milk. So, but for a couple hours a day while we milk, the farm is run with a generator. But other than that, the rest of the day and night, we run on solar with a battery backup. So for all the refrigeration, our well pumps, lights, you name it, everything except for milking equipment. Well, we're back out here. It's the end of the day now. Going out to check on the cows one last time, make sure everybody stayed put. But boy, it's cold. Feels more like September or maybe even October. Then it's almost Memorial Day, so it's end of May now. But yeah, it's chilly. It's supposed to warm up the next few days, but anyway, step over the fence. So go check on the cows one last time. I can kind of see them from here, but we'll go out and take a look at them. Should be pretty happy with all the grass they've had to eat today. All right, we're down here with the cows. Everybody has stayed put. They all look very happy. So you see them behind me there. They're quite content, to say the least. But so anyway, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more that we're doing on the farm. So probably the next video, I hope, will be the first cut of hay, starting the first cut of hay. So they're all looking at me, so I have an audience. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.